Welcome back to Barnes Basement Treasures. This video is going to be a ship with me. Well, I'm not shipping you. Oh, my lovely little video bombing cat. Let's see if I can go get her settled down. Be right back. Alright, so this is a ship with me video. It's going to be how I ship some of these items. And so, the first thing I'm going to deal with here is these alabaster eggs. I think in a previous video I did say I'm going to leave them inside this carton because I think it's just they don't shift and that they're not going to clink together. Probably be the easiest way so I won't have to, otherwise I would probably wrap each individual egg. So I think this is probably the best way. Now the box I'm going to use for these is this one. I think it would be just about the right size. This is a 8 by 6 by 4. I don't like the way it stayed separated. Hold that together. There we go. Alright. Alright, and I always do 2 strips of tape. I do one off to one side, and then I do another one more to the other side. And I probably could just solve that by buying 3-inch tape instead of 2. But I find this holds really well, and it kind of doubles up right in the middle where you need it. So I've never had a problem with it that way. Alright, and the only thing I'm going to step out of frame here for is grabbing the bubble wrap. So, alright, so get that centered up, wrapped. Now, it is possible that that box might not be tall enough. So, tuck the ends. Less chance of it shifting. Like this. And let's see. Nice. Alright, so that fits very nicely in there end to end. Looks like it's got a little bit of give on either side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark this one, the alabaster eggs. Up here, and I will actually add a little bit of fill on the sides of that just so to keep it from shifting. I will put my business card in right now and then put that off to the side. So that really just needs a little bit of fill and then tape up the top, and then it's all set to go. Actually, I do want to get a weight on that. So right now, it is coming in at 2 pounds, 5.6 ounces. So let's see, I'm going to put 2 pounds, 8 ounces, which is perfect, I think, because I'm pretty sure that is what I estimated the final weight to be when I was doing the listing. So the shipping should be right on point there. Okay, next item Again, with the 8x6x4 box. And yes, these are Supply Hut boxes. I actually have tried a few different companies, and honestly, I'm being very brutally honest, these ones were the best. They're very sturdy. I've gotten some where it feels like the cardboard was going to give, and they just didn't have any sturdiness to them. So I actually do love these, and I will just continue ordering them. They also come pretty fast. I have not had any issues with my orders. Alright, so now this one, this is going to be the greeting cards. Now, I don't think this is a good bag to use, just because it may bend them a little bit. And we don't want to do that. Other than that, they're pretty good sized. I just want to, okay, that'll work nicely. Alright. Here. Okay, there's one that is a little bit oversized, so I may actually wrap that one separately. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these into one of my t-shirt bags. And let's see. Yeah, I can't put them in that way. And I do this mainly so that they stay a little bit more protected. This is an international sale. I believe it's going out to the UK. And this way, they will stay a little more protected and in as good a condition as I am sending them here. And of course, it does not want to cooperate. There we go. All right. All right, so because of the one here that is a little bit bigger, I'm going to use one more of those. So this one's going to be in its own. I'm going to put this in sideways, like so. But a lot of the times, I believe people buy these for scrapbooking or junk journals. And I just feel like they're already vintage. You know, I try to get my items to people in as good a condition as I had them, or whatever condition I have it in. I like to get it to people pretty close to the same thing. So, there's that. And I'm not going to go crazy with the bubble wrap, but I am going to bubble. Okay, put that right in the middle. Put one of my cards. So, and I think I'm just going to set that last one right on top. I don't want to wrap it in with the rest of them, because if I do that, then it's going to bend. I think I need another box. I don't think I have another size. Oh, they were out of the next size up. So, what I'm going to do, I think, is I'm going to have to use this one. I know it seems like overkill, but I still want these to get there in fairly good fashion here. There. Alright. There, and I could probably cut that down a little bit, but I think I'm just going to put a little extra fill in there, and then I think that'll be alright. Alright, and 1 pound, 10.8 ounces. So by the time I'm done with a little fill, unless I'm feeling brave enough, I may try to cut the end down a little bit, but I don't think I'm that brave. I think I've tried that before, and it just really it did not turn out well. So yeah, I'm just gonna fill that in, and let's see, this goes over here like that. So I'm just gonna mark this one the greeting cards. Okay, and I'm gonna say maybe 1 pound, 12 ounces by the time I'm done. And I'll check to make sure that the weights are good. All right, so now here we come to the records. So I am gonna pre-bend this vial mailer, and it's just one record in each of them. So I'm gonna bend at the first mark here. There we go. Alright. Always helps. I did learn pretty quick when I first started using these that it always helps to pre-bend where you know you're going to need to. Because otherwise you got the record in there and it's just not, trying to hold things down, do everything all at the same time. It is a little bit on the difficult side. Okay. All right. So we're pre-bent on that. And I'll probably only do one of these. I don't think you're going to want to sit and watch me do all three of them. So right now, I do have sleeves, but I don't know where they are, of course. So what I've done in the past with records is I will cover them in bubble and put them, cover them in both ways in the bubble. And that usually works out pretty good. So, let's see. Here, like so. Right. And then this one down, we're going in the other direction. Okay. Close that up. Down, right, and usually tuck one underneath. All right, so fold the ends in, kind of hold them like so, and then bring this over this side. Tape to hold that in the center. Alright. And I sort of do the same thing, only in this one I get the tape long enough that I can hold up an end, hold that down, and And then I will get another piece, roughly the same size, and off-center it to the other side. Fold that in. All right. And that's that. So that was the rainbow. Richie Blackmore's rainbow, that was. Okay. And I get a weight. And we are under a pound. So I actually could send this first class. It's coming in at 13 ounces. That's great. Sometimes I'm a little unsure. Sometimes they feel a little bit heavier. They have other things in with them. But that came out wonderful. So I got 2 more to wrap up like that. Pretty much the same thing. I'm going to have to make a point of finding my extra sleeves. Because I would like to do that in the future when they don't have proper sleeves. To at the very least, you know, send the original and send a new one along with it so that people have the choice of using the new one, or if they want to keep it all original, then they have that as well. So I know I have those, I just no idea where they are, but I want to make sure these get out on time. So that's it for this one. Please like and subscribe. I'm going to be trying to do some different types of videos in the future. This is my first shipping video. And how I do things. I try to keep things as simple as I can, but as secure as I can as they go out. If you look at my feedback history, you will see there is quite a few people who comment on how well I pack things. That they're very happy, especially I saw a fair amount of glass items. And I have had a few breakages, definitely, but I do the best I can to secure things so that they can, you know, take a little knocking around in transit, which I'm sure happens a lot of the time. So, yeah. So, yep, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.